Thank you for using PhotoMe.
Oh, not at all. Thank you for having me.
Please note that headwear is not permitted.
He gets to use his passport for the first time.
That's sweet.
It's adorable. Are you happy with your passport photos?
Oh, no.
Okay.
My last passport was great, but then you're not allowed to use the same photo.
And you're not supposed to smile in it either.
No.
Really?
Which kind of defeats the purpose
But
of
yours
the whole...
really smiley.
I didn't know.
What, did yours look like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, how lovely. Like Paddington.
Do you remember the first time you used it? First big trip you took?
Oh yeah, I went to Portugal, which was kind of,
Kind of right next door?
Yeah, exactly. But the second trip, it was to America. My second trip, it was to America, and I was already 23 years old. I went to New York, and I remember seeing Bernard Peters doing a show called Song and Dance, and another one, I think it was the last one that Bob Fosse did, called The Big Deal. It was called The Big Deal, Bob Fosse. Yeah.
Wow. That's a great
New York.
trip.
Yeah,
That was
that's
a great
very
trip.
good trip.
Yeah.
How about you? First
was-
big trip?
Well, my first trip with a passport, I think I was on my mum's passport.
You were very young.
Yeah, and it was to France. So for us, it's not... It was a big trip for me, but it's not that far, in American terms.
My
as well.
Portugal was your friends.
Get ready, everyone! He's coming!
One of the best scenes is obviously the song that you prepare for the visit from Paddington.
Let's prepare for Paddington, Paddington in Peru.
First of all, total nod to The Sound of Music, which I loved.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, there's an obvious bit she spins at the
Yes.
end, and that is, yeah, that's The Hills Are Alive.
What are the odds Paddington in Peru could become a big hit?
I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big hit.
I thought it was wonderful. It's
You
catchy.
can be surprised.
Okay, I would be really surprised.
Paddington, we're here!
Congratulations on this, by the way.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, have either one of you actually been to Peru?
No, the nearest I've got to Peruvian soil is a drinks party at the Peruvian embassy the other night, which was very lovely, and all the Peruvian ambassador staff were very excited that their name is now on buses all over the place, and they're expecting the tourism industry to go through the roof.
Did you have a pisco sour? Was it the pisco,
Yes,
the Peruvian
and
drink?
the ambassador recommended that we only have one. Paddington had 3.
Please note that headwear is not permitted.
Your passport, your photo, are you happy with it? Because in this one, Paddington's got some unique passport photos.
My passport photo is due for renewal, so actually I'm quite into my passport photo because it was taken kind of maybe, I guess it's 10 years ago, isn't it? It's 10 years, yeah. So I sort of like my passport photo. I don't want to have to give it up and replace it with the present image. But anyway, I'm sure in 10 years' time, I'll like the one I do now.
But the Amazon is quite large.
Between your midlife crisis and Paddington 2, and the fact that you have to learn how to embrace risk in Paddington in Peru, what is the most adventurous thing that you've done lately?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. Probably getting up in the morning and managed to bend down and put on my shoes. I mean, everything's an effort these days. Oh God.
Are you an extreme sports guy? Have you jumped out of a plane before? Is there anything that you want to do?
No. I think a cryptic crossword is about as that's a heck of a risk for me.
Okay.
Or Sudoku. What?
I remember he flew off in a helicopter very dramatically in the middle of a
That
scene.
counts.
He had to give a talk to the RAF in, where was it, Cornwall?
Well, no, I was doing something it was a book thing down in Devon, and I had to be there, and yet they wanted me to film. And anyway, the only way that I could get there was by helicopters. That was very, very exciting. Actually, that was risky. Yeah,
That felt very sort of glamorous and risky, yeah.
How did you forget that and you went to a word crossword puzzle?
Exactly.
I'm sure.
Actually, the helicopter was very, very safe, I have to say, and I wasn't piloting it. Had I been piloting it, that would have been risky. It's called a hard stare, Mr. Hunter, and it's for when people have forgotten their manners.